eventing, of course, you did speak about the social license. And unfortunately, it is what is perceived as being one of the more risky sports, of course, with good reason. But there've been amazing changes made. And one of the ones that I've become aware of now is, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I believe you used to be able to have the rider could fall off twice on the track and still continue. And now, for example, that stopped.
No, absolutely not.
So,
Let me go through that with you, Georgie, quickly. Is that if a rider's fallen off on course, how do we know that it's not concussed to a certain extent? So the new rule says if you fall off, you walk home. That's that simple. You go straight to the doctor. Every event has to have a doctor present. Every event has to have a vet present. The horse goes to report to the vet, the rider to the doctor. He's not allowed to get back on his horse. Now, that's been in place for quite a long time now. And we're taking it to another level. In fact, this evening, some statistics came up on some research that's been done. And hear this very carefully, is that a horse that has below a certain penalty level, when I say penalty, which means a bad score in the dressage, the worse the score, the higher the risk of that rider falling off. So this research was initially done in the UK, and they had vast numbers of riders going through courses every single weekend. There are thousands that go through courses every single weekend. So they did a statistical research, and we've done the same. And it turns out that our figures are exactly the same as theirs. The worse the dressage score, the higher the chance of the rider falling off. And it's also found out that in show jumping, if you show jump before you do cross country, if you have more than 4 poles, you're not allowed to start cross country. Why? Because statistically, you have a very high chance of falling off. So if you understand, you knock a pole in show jumping, the pole will fall. If you knock that pole, the same pole in cross country, there's a very high chance the rider's going to fall off. So we've introduced a rule that says if you knock more than 4 poles, you can't start cross country.
Okay.
So these are the additions we've done very recently to make our sport safer.